Hola, buenos tardes, ¿cómo estás? On this episode, we are meeting with our good friend Miguel Galeana. And the reason why we're meeting with Miguel is because he is a civil engineer, a general contractor, and he has everything under his house, his company house, architects. Who else am I missing? You're
We
the
have
builder,
electricians,
electricians,
plumbering, carpentry.
everything. So I've known Miguel now for almost 5 years
Yeah,
through
so
our mutual friend,
exactly.
and he has an impeccable, amazing reputation here in Zihuatanejo. And the question I want to ask for foreigners, Miguel, what do you think is the most important thing for them to consider when they are looking for to build a house in Zihuatanejo?
I guess the best will be choose the best contractor. About you have to find some reference about him. Also, I guess what you should visit, or you must visit a couple of buildings they have built in the last year and talk with the owners of the houses and see how was the experience with him,
Okay.
so you can have an idea and don't have any surprise in the future.
Right. Ask around. And we have a great resource here in Zihuatanejo called Let's Chat.
Yeah, there are a
And
group I
there's,
have seen it that is good for ask, but also it's better meet in personally after that, after the recommendation, visit his buildings, has some reference about the owners, and I guess that for to start.
muy bueno.
Of course, when you visit the house, you can see the details and the finishes and everything, how is the house, and that's the important thing.
And why we're talking to Miguel is I love his quality of his builds. Every time, and you're going to see just in this video, a recently finished project of his.
This house has only 2 bedrooms.
It's perfect, perfect size.
With his complete bathroom, social area, the kitchen, the laundry.
And the view. If someone is buying a real estate property, what are the top red flags they should look for before purchasing? What should they be? What should their due diligence or their investigation be centered on?
Yeah. Okay. First one, you have to review all the papers about the property. Review that the size that the land you are buying is what they have in the papers, and there are different uh, office that you can go to search that the property is well. For example, in Spanish, you have to look for that is en el registro público de la propiedad. If you don't have any problem there, if that property is there and the owner is the person who appears in the in the paper ones. Yeah.
Great.
So that's one of the most important things. And also go with your notary, anyone you choose. All of them here in Cebu are very nice. I can recommend you all of them. So also they will give you, they will review everything and they will tell you that the papers are well. So I recommend you don't give any money until you review all your papers with the notary. Right. And then you can start making a deal to buy the land.
So work with qualified professionals who deal with real estate to protect you, because there's a lot of things when you're dealing with foreigners and like contracts. And when you want someone to build trust, you want them to feel like, okay, I'm going to give you 70% of the build up front. How do you build that relationship?
Yeah, I see it well, but until you review all your papers with a notary, that all the papers are well, okay, and then you can start making some first payment, and then at the end of to get all the papers and get the sign to buy, you pay the rest of the money.
Okay, a notary to us is like an attorney, like a really high up attorney.
Yeah,
it's different here. The attorneys kind of serve under the notaries. The notary is like the highest.
Yes.
So a notary is something completely different in America to us.
Okay.
So that no one takes it, when they hear notary, it's much more serious in Mexico than it is in the United States
Yeah.
or Canada.
Also, one point before you buy a land, you have to see what you want to build in that land, because here we have a plan director de desarrollo urbano that have to see your lot, where is the location in the map of the municipality, and they will tell you the rules about construction of your lot,
Okay.
about the density, how many floors you can build,
And the topography.
and how many percent of green area you have to let.
20%?
If that is that depends of the lot.
Okay.
And also if you can build a business or just a residence, or if you can build apartments. So you have to review what is the use for your lot and see if in the maps that we have in the municipality, that lot is okay for the use you want to do it.
Right.
So that's very important to review before to buy it, because in case you want to buy that lot to build apartments, and then you go to the municipality or with some engineer that will tell you, hey, you cannot build that because it's not in the map. Your lot is not in the correct area to do that.
It's very important. Another, the zones, the tourist zones versus the commercial, the residential, there's all kinds of things that it helps to have a professional like Miguel, like Christine, like myself, to guide you through what could be a complicated process if you're not clear about the principles and the way we work here.
Yeah,
correct?
Yeah, exactly. You maybe will not build your dream.
Exactly. And on that note, we're going to walk through this beautiful dream. So, Miguel, we're walking out of the sala, the living room, and we're walking into what I would like our viewers to be able to witness, and we'd like the whole world, but this is paradise. I'm looking at an infinity pool that goes into infinity.
Yeah.
And that is the view, and I can tell something about how it's a no-brainer. You incorporated your infinity pool into the Bay of Zihuatanejo. Tell me about this.
Yes, we have built it in this neighborhood, 3 houses, and on all of them we have built a pool, infinity pool, because we have a amazing view from the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
The challenge in these lots is because all of them they are in a cliff.
So that presents challenges of building
to the
versus
design.
the ground.
Exactly, because we have to make retaining walls, some stairs, so we have to get the best views, and also always we design with a crosswind to make it fresh.
Here you incorporated, you bring the outside in, right? That's what we love in Zihuatanejo. I like that the pool is the heart, and then this is the stomach.
Yes.
And,
but also we have a closed area with the AC if you want to be in the living.
So it was a great design process. It's hard sometimes to make those concepts of saying like, well, you want everything, a little bit of everything.
Exactly.
And Miguel has incorporated in that spot, but this is where you're going to be.
Yes, this is the most important area.
I love it because you have the infinity, the waterfall.
Countertop.
You know, Miguel says, "Oh, it's not my fanciest kitchen," but I love it because it's simple. And it works, and it's so beautiful and elegant. But again, doing the dishes from this sink over here, and it's really a joy to do the dishes. And I love how you made this grill space. But also, what Miguel did was you have your outdoor shower, and can you imagine taking your shower here?
Yeah.
And this is everyone's moment of, what is it?
Like a Titanic moment.
I see both the designers going, this is a gringo's paradise. Look at this.
From here you can see Las Gatas beach. It's an amazing view.
The view, like sitting here with your smoothie and sitting in your pool and just really taking all this natural beauty in is pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
So Miguel, we were talking about this. a little bit when you initially walk through, but here we are at the garden, the rooftop garden, which is like a meditation zone. Your attention to detail, and I know it's hard working with foreigners because they want lighting everywhere, dimmers and water and everything, every time, everywhere.
Yeah.
So that brings me to when you work with a client and how to keep everyone grounded from not going overboard with the contract. How do you keep them, your contract versus estimates? I know a lot of our viewers are concerned about like, well, I don't want to, they hear horror stories about going 30, 50% over what the estimate was and compared to the contract. So how do you work with your clients?
Yeah, since the beginning, we make a contract, and the number that we have in the contract is what I do, and we don't change it. The only way we change it is if, in case you want to change the model or the brand of the fan, of course that could increase.
Any upgrades?
Or I can give you a credit, and we can use it for another thing. But since the beginning in the contract, I give you the drawings and all the deliveries.
Right.
How many fans, the brand, the model, and the same with the accessory of the bathrooms, the finishes like at the tile, what finish we have in the walls, in the
Chikun
in the ceilings,
plaster versus
yeah, the lights. So I give you everything, all the information very clear, and you are okay with that since the beginning with the contract. But in the process, it's very normal that you change your mind and you want to change some things. Of course, can be up or could be a credit for you.
And typically, how often do people upgrade?
It's very common, almost 90%. But
and you were telling me about the percentage of how much?
Yeah, the percent is from
más o menos 10%.
5 to 10, no more than
5
10.
to 10%.
If you are more than 10,
we can't help ourselves, especially when you have a builder this skilled and qualified building. Look at this. Why wouldn't you have birds of paradise on your landing of your suite, your bedroom suite, and a place, a succulent and a cactus garden with this view? Sipping your coffee here every morning. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Well, you can because your house is right over there.
Yeah. We have this amazing view.
Yes, you do. You do. So we live in a paradise. And again, everyone, thank you and welcome. Thank you for coming and joining us and meeting our good friend and our trusted builder, civil engineer, contractor, Miguel Galeana.
Yeah.
Bueno, we saw your name all over Petitlan and everywhere. Your family has been here since the beginning.
Since the beginning, almost, yeah. I
can
say yes.
That is the trust in the community that this man has.
We have built a lot of things in Troncones and Ixtapa and Zihuatanejo.
Yes. And we're going to build a lot more, my friend.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you, Andrew.
Gracias. Thanks for joining us.